Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for June 14th. June 14th is the 165th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 166th in leap years, with 200 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is ekphasis. I would have pronounced it ekphasis, but I found several pronunciation guides that indicated it is pronounced ekphasis. Sort of like emphasis, only with an ek instead of an m. So ekphasis it is. This is a word that spell check wants to change to something else, and interestingly, Merriam-Webster didn't know. In fact, most of the dictionaries I searched were unfamiliar with this exact word and usually offered me similar words. There's a software company called Ekphasis Infotech in India, but we're looking for a word definition. Even ChatGPT didn't know about ekphasis, but we are looking for ekphasis. I found one definition that defined ekphasis as a noun that means an explicit declaration or interpretation. And then I found an etymology that says ekphasis comes from Greek words that mean to speak out. And then I found the word ekphasis in context in an essay on the similarities between the Aeneid and the Iliad, where it gives the example that says Homer utilizes ekphasis, or a description of art in words, in order to convey such a declaration. So, ekphasis is a noun that comes from words whose original meanings are to speak out, currently means an explicit declaration or a description of art in words, and isn't listed in the more common dictionaries. Interesting word, though, ekphasis. The word ekphasis was requested by one of my viewers, and if you have a word you'd like me to explore in the Word of the Day section, pop it in the comments, and if I can find a definition for it, and it's not nasty, I'll talk about it. And with that, it was June 14 in the year 1158 when the city of Munich, Germany was founded by Henry the Lion on the banks of the river Isar. On June 14, 1775, the Continental Army was established by the Continental Congress, marking the birth of the United States Army. On June 14, 1777, the Second Continental Congress passed the Flag Act of 1777 and adopted the Stars and Stripes as the flag of the United States, hence Flag Day. This is the birthday of American author and publisher John Bartlett, born June 14, 1820. His best-known work is a book called Bartlett's Familiar Quotations. I believe you can still find it in print in book form, and it's also available in digital form on the internet. Mr. Bartlett lived to the age of 85. On June 14, 1822, Charles Babbage proposed what he called a difference engine in a paper to the Royal Astronomical Society. A difference engine is an automatic mechanical calculator designed to tabulate polynomial functions. That might sound like a bunch of word salad to anyone but a math aficionado, but look, polynomial means many numbers. So it's really just a long way of calling it a machine that can figure out complex math. These difference engines, by the way, have evolved quite a bit in the intervening years. Now we call them calculators. Charles Babbage was a mathematician, philosopher, inventor, and mechanical engineer. He originated the concept of a digital programmable computer and is therefore considered by many to be the father of the computer. This is the birthday of German psychiatrist and neurologist Alois Alzheimer, born June 14, 1864. He's credited with identifying the first published case of what was then called presenile dementia, which of course later came to be known as Alzheimer's disease. Dr. Alzheimer lived to the age of 51. Hawaii became a United States territory on June 14, 1900. Pennsylvania became the first and only state of the United States to celebrate Flag Day officially as a state holiday on June 14, 1937. This is the birthday of American businessman, entrepreneur, television personality, and 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump. Born June 14th, 1946, still alive, he turned 77 in 2023. Today's song is Sister Golden Hair by America. Written by founding member of the band America, Jerry Beckley, Sister Golden Hair appears on America's fifth album, Hearts, and was their second song to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Mr. Beckley says there is no actual Sister Golden Hair, but that the lyrics were inspired by the works of Jackson Browne. That said, the song has been described as the story of a guy who's found love at last but doesn't necessarily want to marry her, which kind of seems to sum up the 1970s. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that is called No Really. And you can also find me on Rumble and BitChute. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. June. Seriously? Do not disturb. With 202 days remaining to the end of the world. End of the year. Please, not the end of the world. 202 days remaining to the end of the year. Let's read that one again. Third time better be a charm. There's no "the" there. One more time. Attracting. Just read the whole thing over. Are you making some sound? Get on out of here. Yeah, we're gonna edit that out. Don't alienate people who can be helpful to you. Flinging happiness all over the place. Alrighty, back to work. I think we got it this time.